Good afternoon. So I wanted to gently touch on the topic of when we're expanding. And I'm going to make it quick because I had to turn my aircon off to record this, and like the heat is just creeping up on me right now. But yeah, so like for me, I've always been a person of like who listens to my body when I make choices. I try my best to, and whoever's listening, I'm guessing you will relate out there. You very much tune into your body, or you're trying your best to. And now this is great. I thought that was the parking man there, but it can be challenging when like you're expanding and you're choosing new, and you're going past the comfort zone. So like you're in terms of like nervous system, you're expanding your capacity, and when you're expanding your capacity, it can be easy to confuse like signs that your body is telling you like, no, I don't want to do this. It can be easy to confuse them with actually just your nervous system meeting its edge and knowing that you actually do want to do this and you're just expanding. It's so hot. I'm gonna have to turn the aircon on for a minute. Hopefully it's not affected the hearing too much. I hope it hasn't. But I'm gonna roll with it anyway, just and make it a quick message. Yeah, and so what I do when I'm unsure if I'm meeting a capacity edge, or if I'm actually, if it's my body saying no, I'm actually super simple. I do a flip a coin, and I do best out of 3, should I do this? And I listen to what it says, and I take it as like a confirmation of what my internal is saying. So like if it says yes, you should do this, and it feels good to me, I'm like, yeah, I feel open to that, then I'll go ahead with it and experiment, and like try it and see what the outcome is. Whereas like if it says, no, don't do this, and it feels like I agree with it, it's like that's a relief, then I don't do it. So yeah, I like to use these external mediums as like cues to see how I respond to that. And if I kind of respond like evenly to both ways, I just like follow whatever the coin says and just like track really what the outcome is, because like I went out the other day, and I wasn't sure if I should or not, and I ended up going out, and I like flipped a coin and it said to go out. I'm having some self-judgment come up in this minute. Yeah, so I flipped the coin if I should go out, and it said yeah, and I felt like nervous about it. So I just went out and like I paid attention to like what the pros and the cons were afterwards, because there were a few minuses. Like I did drink as well, so I was a bit hungover, so then the next day I felt a bit more connected to God. I was quite tired and grumpy, and I went to sleep about like 2 o'clock. So they were like the minuses, but the pros were I had a good night. It was actually a good night. Yeah, I actually enjoyed the evening. So I think when these things come up, it can be like, there's pluses and minuses to both, so it's kind of like you choosing what you want to do as well. Yeah, and everything that I go through, everything that I experience, I know the people who resonate with my content go through the same thing. So I talk about things from an I perspective, but that's because I will always be the teacher and the student. My life is my teacher, and the best things that people can teach is through experience. It's through grounded, embodied experience, and not just theories and concepts. So yeah, I think that's the message, nice and short and sweet today. But yeah, how would you know if your body is telling you no versus it's just you're meeting your capacity, your nervous system capacity? And that means like what the like highest thing is that you're comfortable with. Like you got to your like area of uncomfortability, and any more than that, like you're pushing an edge, you're meeting an edge and you're expanding it. That's what it means when people say meeting your nervous system capacity, or like expanding your capacity with your nervous system. So yeah, and it's not about being perfect or getting it right. For me, it's just about trial and error and experimenting, knowing like when I went out the other day, I could go home anytime. I didn't have to drink, I got to choose how much I drink. I got to choose what time I went home. So these things were all very much in my like control. So I wasn't giving my power away to anybody else. So yeah, if this resonates, give me a little like and comment, and subscribe, because there's gonna be more of this stuff. So yeah, peace out. Nice and short and sweet. I've got to turn the aircon on. I'm roasting. I'm like a chicken in an oven right now. Whew. See you later.